What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Tiberious back again with another video, and today we are going to compare the Walther Q5 to the Sig Sauer P320 X5 LEGION. Before we take a look at that, check out this wonderful, wonderful tie-dye shirt I have on. Before you make fun of me too bad, my kids made this for me. They begged me to wear it in a video. I promised them that I would, and I never break a promise to my kids. So here I am in all of its glory. The Walther Q5 MATCH was lent to us by my man Paul. Love you very, very much, boo. The X5 LEGION was lent to us by my homies at the Elite Indoor Gun Range. Let me make this point very, very clear before we get started. They are both very, very good guns. I would be proud to own either one of them and tear up steel plates at the range. So I'm going to critique both of them, but try not to get too butthurt if I insult your favorite pistol. Let's get right into it and start with the magazines. This is the magazine for the X5 LEGION. Holds 17 rounds of 9mm. This is the magazine for the Walther Q5 MATCH. They are both very, very high quality. They are both metal. I'm going to give the slight advantage to the Sig though. One, it holds 2 or more rounds. You can get a higher capacity magazine straight from the manufacturer. You can get 21 rounders that will work with it. The Q5, although it's high quality, it's only 15 rounds, and the higher capacity version you can get from Walther only holds 17 rounds. Both of them you can get magazine extensions for, so it's not the end of the world, but I will give the slight advantage to the Sig, plus it's made in the United States, so there's always that. Obviously the Sig is going to win when it comes to magwells because the X5 doesn't have a magwell. This magwell is removable. If you don't like it, it is a weighted magwell. It definitely helps add some weight to the gun and definitely locks my grip in. This is one of the better magwells that I've actually seen. Now you can get a magwell for the X5, for the Q5, but it does not come with it. So magwell advantage again for the Sig X5. Moving up to the grip. This one gets kind of tricky. The grip on the Q5 feels better as far as the shape of it. The shape is very, very good. It's very, very comfortable. It fits my hands very, very well. It's not as textured as I would like. I wish the grip was a little bit more aggressive of a texture on there. Where the Sig X5, it is a little bit more aggressive. It's a little more sandpaper-ish. It has the same grip on the front, the side, and the back. It doesn't fit my hand quite as well, the cutouts. It's kind of more blocky on the grip, but the big advantage to the Sig is the polymer grip is infused with tungsten, and it adds a fair amount of weight to the gun. This is a 43-ounce gun, and this is a 27-ounce gun, so that extra weight is very, very unique. I don't know of any other polymer gun that's been infused with any sort of metal like tungsten like this, and it really, really leads to a pistol that you're able to shoot very, very quickly. Mag release on both guns are fantastic. I give both of them an A+. They are both reversible. They are not ambi, which I approve of. And the way, one of the big ways I judge mag release and slide release, just this is how I do it, is if I can reach that button without readjusting my grip. I hate when I have to adjust my grip, hit that button, put the magazine in, reacquire my grip. To me, that's a waste of time and a waste of movement. So if I can reach that button without hitting it accidentally and without readjusting my grip, and I never hit it accidentally, that's what I'm looking for. So mag release, we're going to call that one a tie. Let's move on up to the trigger. I'll show you both of them, and then I'll tell you which one I like better. So the Sig has a little bit of take up here, and obviously it's a nice flat face trigger. Good wall, and then the reset. The reset's not great. It's kind of long. It's not super tactile and audible, and this is one of the areas that the Walther really, really shines. So you take up, you know, it's not too bad. It's probably a little bit longer take up than the Sig, not much. Good wall, brakes, but the reset I definitely think is a little bit better. Yeah, significantly better. So there you go. When it comes to trigger, I'm going to give the advantage to the Q5 Match. Moving on up to the slide release, this is another one where I'm a very, very big fan of both slide releases. Similar to the mag releases, I want to be able to hit that slide release without readjusting my grip. I know most people don't care about this, but to me, it's very, very important because I use this as a slide release. I also don't want to have it too big where I'm going to accidentally ride that slide release as I'm shooting and not have the slide locked to the rear on the last round. So with that said, I think both of these slide releases are excellent. They're perfect for my hands and my grip. They're both ambi, but they're both shaped very, very different. So this is the Walther Q5. It's much longer, and like I said, same on both sides of the gun. Now the Q5 here is much smaller. It's just that little button right there. And get my camera to focus on it. There we go. So it's just that little button right there. But again, it's in that perfect spot where I can reach it. I don't hit it accidentally, but when I want it, it's there. So again, this is going to be a tie. We'll give half points to each of them. Both of these pistols have standard 1913 Picatinny rails for you to add lights, lasers, doohickeys, whatever you want. Very, very slight advantage. The Sig has a full length rail all the way to the end. The Q5 does not. It ends right here and the muzzle goes all the way out there. I don't think it's a huge function advantage, but aesthetically, excuse me, I think the Sig looks a little bit better. Moving on up to the slide, they both have a lot going on the slide. So they both have front serrations, they both have rear serrations. They both come with fiber optic front sights. The X5 comes with Dawson sights. The rear is adjustable for windage and elevation. Same thing on the Q5. You have fiber optic front. Then your rear sight is an LPA rear sight, which is also adjustable for windage and elevation. They both have optics cuts, so if you want to add an optic to either one, you can. But the problem is when you add an optic, you lose your rear sight. And I don't know about you, but that really, really drives me nuts. You can get accessory plates to add in a dovetail for the rear sight. Maybe for competitions that doesn't matter all so much, but if it's a home defense or personal defense gun, I personally really want that rear sight to be on there. Slight advantage on the Q5. The Q5 comes with 3 different plates. So if you want to add a Delta Point or an RMR or a Holosun or whatever dot, those 3 plates cover most of the common dots out there. With the Sig, it is cut out for the Delta Point or the Romeo 1 Pro, and it doesn't come with any other plates. So if you want to add an RMR, or if you want to add Holosun or Vortex or whatever, you have to buy those accessory plates extra. Not a huge deal. They are not expensive at all, but the Q5 comes with it. So we're going to give the optics situation sights a small nod to the Walther. Going back to the serrations, I'll also give Walther the points on that as well. While they both have front and rear serrations, the Walther with all these slide relief cuts definitely give you a better purchase. The Sig's not bad at all, but the Walther is definitely more aggressive. Taking both these pistols apart are very, very easy, just like most polymer pistols. On the Walther, we're going to pull back slightly on the slide, pull down the 2 takedown levers, pull the trigger in a safe direction, slide comes right off. Very, very standard frame. You have a polymer recoil guide rod, captured recoil spring, 5-inch barrel. Now the Sig is same as any other P320. We're going to lock the slide to the rear. This is the takedown lever. We will rotate that down, and it will look like that. Then we'll send the slide home. You don't have to pull the trigger on this one. I don't think that's a big deal. But there's 3 advantages in here. One, the spring's under a lot of tension, so I'm being extra careful. One, it has a steel guide rod, so that little extra weight up front definitely doesn't hurt. I don't know how much it helps, but it definitely doesn't hurt. Second, the spring is the same spring as a 1911. So if you want to customize the spring for whatever type of ammo you're shooting, you can do so. Barrel is similar, 5-inch barrel, slight crown on it, bull barrel. I'm sure both these barrels are way accurate than I'll ever be. The third advantage to the Sig is going to be the fire control unit. It has a removable chassis like some of the other guns out there. So you just pop the takedown lever out and this whole fire control unit lifts out, and you can swap it from grip to grip. So if you want a different size grip, a different type of grip, I've even seen people at the range where they carry you know, a subcompact gun, take the fire control unit out, drop it in their large full-size frame or their X5 frame, put the full-size slide on, shoot that at the range, and then swap over for a concealed carry. I don't know if it's worth it, but that is an option with the SIGs as well. It's also nice that most of them, you can get small, medium, and large different size grips as well, so that's another advantage for the SIG. Pulling up the dimensions here, as you can see, the SIG is definitely a larger gun, and it definitely weighs a lot more. It's almost twice as heavy. This is not really an advantage or a disadvantage in my mind, because it depends on how you're going to use these pistols. If you are only looking for something for range days and for competitions, then the X5 is clearly the winner in my mind. If you want something that's more of a jack of all trades, something you can take to the range, something you can conceal carry, also bring out for competitions, then the Walther Q5 MATCH makes more sense in my mind. For the extra $100 though, overall, I'm going to have to give the win to the SIG. Regardless of what the points were, it wouldn't even matter to me. This gun shoots so much faster and so much easier because of the extra weight and the magwell. It makes a significant difference. I will say the Q5 MATCH I found to be more accurate. Now I don't know if that's because it has a dot on it where the X5 doesn't, but it was definitely easier to get hits at 100 yards with this, and I'm sure the dot has a lot to do with it, and where I struggled a little bit with the X5 past 75 yards or so. Now I also let two random guys at the range shoot both of these just to get their opinion. I said, guys, hey, I'm doing a review. Can you shoot both of these back to back and let me know your thoughts and which one you like? Both of them said they liked the dot. They both didn't have a lot of experience with the dot, but they thought it was easy to pick it up and line up the sights. But they said this gun was way faster, way easier, significantly less felt recoil. And if I said this gun, the X5 is $100 more, would you spend $100 more for this one over the Q5? And without any hesitation, both of them said, oh yeah, no doubt it's worth $100 more. That's their opinion, and I do agree with them. I personally, if I was going to get one of these, I would spend the $100 more for the X5 Legion. Again, that's assuming I'm not a Walther fanboy, or I'm not looking for a gun that I can fill multiple roles with. If I was going to buy one of these guns, my concealed carry guns are the H&Ks. That's not going to change. If I was going to buy something like this, it would simply be for range days, and it would be for the few competitions that I shoot. This would be the gun that I would choose. It is so fast and so easy to shoot. It is really, really amazing. This is the second gun that I've reviewed, maybe the third, but I want to go second. Second gun that I've reviewed out of all of them that I said, oh, I really want to buy that. The first one was the FN 509 Tactical. That was all tricked out, and then this is the second one that I'm like, I think I need to add one of these to my collection. Anyway, let me thank my man Paul one more time for lending us this one, the Q5 MATCH. Greatly appreciate it, boo. Now the X5 Legion was from the Elite Indoor Gun Range / Peacedale Shooting Preserve. Thank you, my homies. I appreciate it very much. Let me also thank you gangsters for watching. It is greatly appreciated. If you're looking to support the channel, there's a few ways to do it. Easiest thing to do is just keep those likes and those comments coming. They help more than you can even imagine. Also consider subscribing to the channel. That really helps us out, and this way you'll get notified when we come out with new videos. If you would like to see what reviews we are working on right now, please like us on Facebook and on Instagram. Both of the links are down in the video description. Last but not least, we do have two channel sponsors here. First one is M2 Tactical Solutions. They make the best Kydex gear, holsters, mag holders, etc. in the game. Second is Howling Beard Company. If you want to show your beard some love, you can check out Howling Beard Company. Both discount codes are Tiberious in caps, and both will save you 10%. One more time, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. Let's do a direct comparison on the X5 and the Q5 MATCH. Which one should I shoot first? The Walther? It's so much lighter. This gun is 10 times heavier, not literally. Oh Jesus, the Sig is so much easier to shoot. The dot's nice, but the gun itself, the grip is so small and so light, and the slide's kind of big. This thing is the exact opposite. The grip is oil the way it is, most of the way it is, and it's so easy to shoot. It's just a joke.